Now today we are looking at the Organic Playing Cards Snackers V2 Blackberry Edition playing cards. So that's what we're looking at today, and if you guys want to check out TCI, who sent me this deck, you can check them out in the description, who send you free deck sleeves with every deck that you buy. So enough with the talking, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell to get notified when every video comes up, because I do a different deck review every single Wednesday here on the channel. So you're not going to want to miss out on any of this crazy content. Smash the like button and let's get into it right now. Now, as far as I've seen, this is the only types of decks that actually come in a package like this. Like, this is literally something like when I get fruit snacks, this is what it comes in. Like, it's a package like this. So this is really cool that they took a package like that. Now I think Bao did his noodlers like in a package like this as well. But as far as I'm concerned, this is the first brand that's ever done stuff like this. So I don't know what it's going to be like. You guys will be riding along in this journey with me, because I always do first look deck reviews. On the front it says OPC Snackers Blackberry flavor, with the quantity of one deck, artificially and naturally flavored, and gives its weight and wear to tear to open it up, just like it normally would in a normal fruit snack bag. And the back has an ingredients list and nutrition facts. But it's not just normal ones. Instead of just like vitamin A and vitamin C, now it also has like the type of deck stock and finish that it has on the deck, which is a cool way for adding in how you print the deck on the tuck bag, that's what we're going to call it. You put it on the tuck bag and it makes it all nice and fun. But that's really all I can say for this, so let's open it up and see what it's like. And I was told that it smells as well, so we're gonna find out together. Let's open this up. Don't need that anymore. Oh, I can already smell it, and I haven't even opened it up all the way. Oh, this is gonna be strong. Oh my gosh. So you're literally gonna be able to reseal this just like you normally would. Wow, this is gonna be strong. I haven't even... Holy cow. Can y'all smell this? Holy wow. Okay. It smells exactly like blackberries, but it is so strong. If y'all can't smell this through the screen, I would be shocked. I was warned that this was going to be a strong smell. I didn't know quite what that entailed. There's also something else in there. What is that? Oh, there's stickers. I didn't know this deck came with stickers inside. I'll show you guys what the inside looks like as well. There's like the silver foil. That's really all I can say for that. It is still just as strong. Wow. That's impressive. The fact that they put a deck in a thing that smells like this, and the deck is still going to be able to function properly, and it smells so strong. Wow. If you haven't figured this out already, it smells strong. I think I've said it like 45 times at this point. But enough with the tuck bag. I still don't know how to say that. Let's get into the cards. Actually, before we do, this is what the sticker looks like. Now, the front of the tuck box looks exactly like the front of the tuck bag, saying Snackers by OPC. The blackberry flavor saying the amount of cards and net weight. And they are naturally and artificially flavored. One side says gluten-free, and the other side says no preservatives. The bottom has some OPC ad copy, and the top of the tuck just says tear here, but I do not plan on tearing there, because I like to keep the deck all in one piece. The back has the nutrition label just like I did on the tuck bag, and that's really all I can say for the outside of the tuck box. The inside of the tuck flap says Snackers, and that is all for the tuck box, because everything else in there is white. Now, enough with the tuck box, let's take a look at these cards. Now for the back design, you're going to have a light purple with two blackberries, one on top and bottom, which making it a two-way design. Makes it fantastic for cardistry. Now unfortunately, you will see that some cards have a nice perfect border all the way around the outside, and others like this one do not. Which does make it a little bit unfortunate that the borders are not consistent all the way throughout. Now if it was perfect like the Kiergom's slow hands playing cards, then that would have been honestly amazing, but These were printed a little bit while back, and that was still when USPCC was trying to figure out what they were doing with all of their borders, and it still wasn't quite working out right. So I'm glad that they've started actually fixing that problem, but nothing you can do about it. But it is a little bit unfortunate. You have a pair of duplicate jokers of blackberries which have been partially eaten, and that does make it fantastic for magic effects. Your spades and clubs are done in a deep purple instead of black, and the pips have slightly been reduced in size, but all have standard placement just like USPCC. And then the hearts and diamonds have the light pink used in the back design as well. Here are your hearts, diamonds, and clubs. And as you guys already know, I wish they would have done a little bit more with it, because it should go court cards, then the 3 aces, and then the ace of spades. But at this point, these bottom 2 are going to have to get flip-flopped, because these are all basically standard except for the recolored and the fact that they're a little bit smaller. But I still like them. I like the recoloring. I think it all works nice. They just fit in more with the number cards instead of being elevated like I feel like they should. And honestly, with how they do the court cards and how they like to customize all of them in every deck that they do, I don't see why they couldn't start doing that with the aces as well. The Jack of Spades is holding some blackberry tea. The Queen of Spades has a blackberry muffin. And the King of Spades just has an entire container of blackberries. The Jack of Diamonds has a blackberry drink in a mason jar. The Queen of Diamonds has a bowl of blackberries. And now we know who ate the blackberries on the jokers. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what it is on the end of his sword. So if you guys know, make sure to let me know in the comments, because honestly, at this point, I'm confused. The Queen of Clubs has some blackberry pie. The Jack of Clubs has some blackberry ice cream. The King of Hearts spread some blackberry jam on his toast, and now instead of being the king with a headache, that is the knife that he spread it with. The Queen of Hearts has blackberry pie, and the Jack of Hearts has blackberry soda. Now for your Ace of Spades, you have an upside down blackberry that makes it look like a spade pip. It says Snackers, and that's really it for the Ace of Spades. And then for your 2 ad cards, you have a blank card, and you have a duplicate 5 of spades. And both of those are fantastic for Magic as well. Now let's make sure to go over Can It Faro, what it feels like, and who should buy it. Now first we're going to go from top to bottom, and it Faros beautifully. And now we're going to Faro from bottom to top. Took more effort, but still Faros every other card. These are the backs when fanned, and these are the faces when fanned. Now you'll notice that the sides are all smooth, so you don't have to worry about that having rough edges, which is a hallelujah moment, and they feel like they're just regular middle of the line playing cards. So you don't have to worry about them being too thick, too thin. They just feel like normal middle of the line, which will mean they work fantastic for both Magic and cardistry. And last but not least, who should buy these playing cards? There's 4 different types of people who I say should buy playing cards. There's magicians, cardists, game players, and collectors. Not the order I'm going in. I'm going to switch those last 2. I don't know why I said it like that. So first we're going to go with magicians. I think you could definitely use this. I don't think it's really aimed at magicians for the most part with the back design. I think that all the faces can easily be recognized as just off the bat, I know what the card is. That's not going to be an issue. I don't think it's as intricate as most magicians like their cards. It does have a border like magicians like, but at the end of the day, it does have some other things that come along with it, like the duplicate jokers, which work great for magic tricks, the 5 of spades, the blank cards, and these are the kinds of things that really aim it toward magicians as well. Now, I would say that the main thing that it goes for is cardists and collectors, but I'm going to get to collectors in a second. Cardists I would probably even put above collectors at this point. I mean, the back design is it's such an OPC thing to do. They're really a cardistry deck. If you look at all their Instagram stuff, you're not going to see many magic tricks on there. You're going to see a bunch of cardistry on there. It's what it is. They are a cardistry deck. It makes packet cuts look amazing. If you see packet cuts with this deck, you're going to look like a freaking pro. I'm just letting you know. The packets for the snackers or the squeezers or the peelers, any of these decks, probably peelers being my favorite for packet cuts, but that's for another time. So, clearly, cardistry works great. You have a little bit of discoloration with the purples and the pinks on the faces, which also really suits, pun intended, cardistry. Collectors, I think this is a no-brainer with all these different things that OPC has put out with all these different decks, plus now their passport program. With all this stuff, I think collectors work great. Plus, who else has a tuck bag? I mean, seriously. There's not another company out there that literally has this. This should be a dumb moment. If you're a collector, not only because they're in a series for all of OPC, and they have their own series within OPC with the snackers, or the squeezers, or the peelers. So you can either collect one or the other, or all three of them, all OPC, cool decks, cardistry decks, decks that have a bag instead of a tuck box in both and smell different. Definitely a collector's deck. Gameplay, I think it clearly works for gameplay. I don't think there's anything against it. I would just say that I'd be hesitant to let people who are laymen play with these cards because I really like them. In question of the day, do you like it when the faces of the cards are recolored? Instead of going for the black and the red, even if it's black and purple or pink and purple or any number of different ways you can do it, do you like it when any way it is recolored on the faces? Let me know down in the comments so we can start up a conversation there, and I make sure to reply to every comment. Seriously, go back and find one that I haven't replied to. Alright, I'm just messing around with you guys. If you guys want to pick these up, you guys can pick them up down in the description at TCI, and they will be way, way, way overprotected as you saw in the video. So, enough of the talking. Hope you guys have subscribed already because we got craziness going on since we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. And check that out. Right, freaking cool. This is the first video we have that in the background. So, let's just say it has its own little secrets. But I'm going to stop now. This is Card Perfect, signing off. Now, of course, you guys know what time it is. So let's put these up in the top 100. And now you're going to have to wait until my birthday in November to see all of what 100 decks I have in there, my 100 deck collection. I'm not going to be showing the rest of them, just the 100 decks that are in my deck display.